911, what is the location of your emergency?
My boyfriend is dead.
To the female, she's sitting in the dining area. Female Hawaiian or simple 140, 5'5", medium build, wearing
A game, a joke, a prank. These are the words we use to describe innocent moments. But context is everything. In the hands of two people fueled by alcohol and a history of volatility, a game can transform into a crime scene in seconds. Winter Park, Florida, is known for its upscale avenues and scenic boat tours. But on February 24, 2020, inside a second-floor apartment, a chaotic scene was waiting to be discovered. It begins with a phone call, not in the middle of the night, but at 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Listen closely to the voice of Sarah Boone. Listen not just to what she says, but what she doesn't say.
911, what is the location of your emergency?
4748 France Court, apartment 3.
4748. What's the street name?
France, F-R-A-N-T-Z.
And the apartment number?
3.
Is this a police or medical?
My boyfriend is dead.
Tell me exactly what happened there.
My boyfriend and I were playing last night, and I put him in his case and we were playing. And
Okay.
like kind of hide and seek kind of thing. So I fell asleep and I woke up and he was dead in the suitcase. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
Analyze that sentence. I put him in his suitcase, immediate admission of the act, but framed as an accident. She tells the operator he was playing hide-and-seek. Most people, when finding a loved one unresponsive, are hyperventilating. They are screaming. Sarah Boone sounds winded, confused, but strikingly detached. She tells the operator she fell asleep. She says she went upstairs and left him there. For the responding officers from the Orange County Sheriff's Office, this story was bizarre. Adults don't typically play hide-and-seek in suitcases. But as they entered the residence, the bizarre turned into the suspicious.
Who pronounced?
She did. Oh, right there.
Did you call it? What time did you call it?
I'll get a time for it.
Hello there.
All we had was a bottle of wine. Literally, just a bottle of wine.
Okay.
Doing puzzle artwork. Then we decided to play hide and seek. That's all that happened.
Okay.
Bodycam footage captures the first encounter. Sarah is standing there. She isn't crying. She is pacing. She explains again. We were drinking wine. We were painting. We played hide and seek. He got in. I zipped it. I thought it was funny. I passed out. Notice the timeline she proposes. She claims the game happened late the previous night. She calls 911 at 1 p.m. the next day. That is a gap of nearly 12 to 14 hours. Where was she during those hours? Why didn't she check on him sooner? And most chillingly, why is the suitcase facing down? To understand why Jorge Torres Jr. climbed into that suitcase and why Sarah Boone zipped it, we must rewind the clock. This was not a singular bad night. This was the crescendo of a 3-year symphony of violence. Jorge and Sarah met around 2017. Both were struggling with alcohol dependency. Their relationship was a pendulum swinging between affection and aggression. Records from Orange County show multiple domestic violence calls. But here is where the narrative gets complex. The violence was mutual. July 2018. Police are called. Sarah claims Jorge had kicked her. He is arrested. 2 weeks later, Sarah is arrested for strangling Jorge. The charges are later dropped. 1 year later, another dispute. Another mugshot. By February 2020, there was a no-contact order in place. Jorge wasn't even legally allowed to be at Sarah's apartment. Yet, they couldn't stay away from each other. Friends and neighbors described them as oil and water, volatile when mixed. On the Sunday of the incident, February 23rd, They were violating that court order. They were drinking Chardonnay. They were working on a puzzle. It is important to humanize the victim here. Jorge Torres was a father. He was a man who, despite his struggles, was loved by his family. He likely thought that climbing into that suitcase was a way to diffuse tension, to make Sarah laugh. He trusted her enough to let her control the zipper. That trust was his fatal mistake. Police obtain a search warrant for the residence. They confiscate Sarah's phone. What they find in her gallery destroys her accident defense instantly. There are 2 videos, recorded by Sarah herself. Let's watch the first one. It is dark, the camera is shaky, but the subject is clear, the blue suitcase. The following audio is disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Sarah.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
Fuck you.
Sarah.
Fuck you.
Sarah.
Stupid.
Sarah.
That's my name. Don't wear it up.
Sarah. I can't fucking breathe, babe. Seriously.
Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me.
Sarah.
Pause here. Jorge says, I can't breathe, seriously. Sarah replies, yeah, that's what you do when you choke me. This sentence is the turning point. This is no longer a game. This is retribution. Sarah is explicitly connecting his current suffering to past abuse she alleges he inflicted on her. She is using the suitcase as a prison.
Sarah. Sarah. Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
That's on you.
Sarah, I can't breathe.
It's on you.
Sarah.
Real or ransom. Might want to get video for it extra. Because I got this.
Sarah.
Real or ransom.
Sarah. Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
Oh. That's what I feel like when you drink on me.
Sarah.
Fuck you.
Fucking breathe, Sarah.
She taunts him about cheating, about everything he has done to her. Notice the movement of the suitcase. You can see the outline of Jorge trying to push the zipper. He is fighting for his life. He calls out her name again and again. Sarah doesn't open the zip. She doesn't even sound angry.
Yeah. You should probably shut the fuck up.
Sarah.
Shh.
She sounds satisfied. She sounds like a parent scolding a child. You should probably shut the up, she says. Then the video ends. She didn't call 911 then. She didn't unzip the bag. According to her own testimony, she went upstairs to her bed, leaving him trapped downstairs. This video is the key piece of evidence that prosecutors used to argue depraved mind. If you want to follow more forensic deep dives like this, make sure you're subscribed. The interrogation of Sarah Boone is a study in cognitive dissonance. She sits in the corner, wearing a hospital gown because her clothes were taken for evidence. She is still slightly intoxicated or perhaps hungover. The detectives, skilled investigators from Orange County, let her talk. They let her commit to the lie. She repeats the hide-and-seek story. She insists they had a great day. She insists she fell asleep and thought he could get out.
So, to your recollection, no videos on Sunday?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
The detectives play the video for her. Most people, upon seeing a video of themselves taunting a dying man, would break down. They would vomit. They would cry. Sarah Boone's reaction? She squints at the screen. She says, "I don't remember that."
So I have something that I want to show you that we found, and it was from your phone. Can you see it?
If you need to move it around, go ahead.
No, I don't remember that.
For everything you've done to me. For everything you've done to me.
She begins to rationalize. She says, "He wasn't dying there. He was just saying that." She shifts the blame to the alcohol. She shifts the blame to Jorge. "He pushed me to this," she implies. She asks, "Am I going to jail?"
10 minutes.
Okay. But the point is, you left the living room where he was begging for help and went upstairs. Regardless
again,
of how long you were there, you left. You say,
I thought he was the boy calling wolf. Again.
Okay.
So when he asked to be let out, like, what's your reasoning for not letting him out?
When I was upstairs?
No, when he's asking on the video, he asked multiple times. He asked to be let out. I can't breathe. What? Like, why didn't you let him out?
Well, number one, I had no idea it was going to end like that.
Okay.
Number one.
Okay.
Number two, just, you know what? I'll give you 5 minutes or so in there. I'll give you 5 minutes or so.
5 minutes for what?
Well, based off the video, one video's at 11:12 and the next one's at 11:23, so you actually gave him at least 11 minutes per video recording. So my thing is, when it stopped, he asked multiple times. I mean, why? Why did you not let him out? It's just a simple question.
To be honest with you, I
don't
Were
know.
you punishing him?
No. Just,
Well, that's what you're saying in the video.
This is what you got. This is
Yep.
what you make me feel like.
see, and then it's all backfired on me. Like, it's all backfired on me. And I understand the severity of this.
Yeah, he's dead.
It's awful, I know.
Okay.
It's awful. And I will tell you both this right now, too. I will never drink alcohol again.
Okay.
Like, I will never drink alcohol again. I don't care what it is in any way, shape, or form.
But let's get back to this. What was the reason for leaving him when he's begging to be let out? I don't understand that.
What I have a feeling was, and again, it's the whole time frame thing.
I'm not asking you a time frame. I don't care about a time frame. He's
So-
in the bag saying, I can't
my God.
and you say,
for the whole few minutes that he was in there,
Minimum 11, but yes,
Oh.
go ahead. It's a few. 11, minimum.
for one video.
This is what experts call minimization. She admits the act zipping him in, but minimizes the intent. She refuses to accept that her inaction caused his death. She frames herself as the victim of the situation, even while she is the one sitting in the chair and Jorge is in the morgue. What exactly killed Jorge Torres? The autopsy revealed the grim reality of his final hours. The cause of death was determined to be asphyxiation. But not just lack of air was positional. Curled inside the small suitcase, his diaphragm could not expand properly. As panic set in, his oxygen demand increased, but his ability to inhale decreased. It is a slow, terrifying way to die. Furthermore, the medical examiner found blunt force trauma, scratches on his back, bruises on his shoulder. These were consistent with a man thrashing against a semi-rigid structure, trying desperately to break the zipper or tear the fabric. He fought until he passed out. And then, he suffocated. Toxicology reports showed high levels of alcohol, which would have impaired his coordination, making it even harder to escape. Usually, a murder case goes to trial within 1 to 2 years. Sarah Boone took nearly 5. Why? Because she couldn't keep a lawyer. Over the course of 4 years, Sarah went through 8 different defense attorneys. Some resigned due to irreconcilable differences. Others, Sarah fired. But the most revealing window into her mind comes from the letters she wrote to the judge. Dozens of handwritten pages. In these letters, she doesn't express remorse for Hoichi. Instead, she complains about the jail conditions. She complains that her lawyers aren't visiting her enough. She complains about the media coverage. In one letter, she famously wrote, "I am not the monster the media is making me out to be." She asked the judge to let her fix her hair and makeup for court. These letters paint a portrait of narcissism. Even facing a life sentence, her primary concern was her image and her comfort. Finally, in late 2024, the trial of Sarah Boone began. Her defense argued battered spouse syndrome. They claimed she was in a state of fear and dissociation. They argued that Jorge trapped her psychologically, so she trapped him physically. But the prosecution had one weapon the defense could not overcome: the video. The jury saw the malice. They heard the taunting. It took the jury less than 2 hours to reach a verdict.
I forgive George for beating me senseless, for trying to sleep because I had to go to work or my son's field trip the next day, for ruining my deceased family's heirlooms, traditions, and keepsakes, for drowning me in liquor and wine because I didn't want to drink, causing me to urinate on myself, then butting the end of the bottle in my face, giving me 2 black eyes and a bloody nose, for making me experience what it is to be threatening to kill my friends and the neighbors when they checked on me to make sure I was alive and in one piece.
Guilty of second-degree murder. The judge, tired of the delays and the lack of remorse, handed down the maximum sentence: life in prison. Sarah Boone, who once zipped her boyfriend into a suitcase to teach him a lesson, will now spend the rest of her life in a cell not much larger than that suitcase.
The jury find the defendant guilty of murder in the second degree as charged in the information. So say we all, dated at Orlando, Orange County, Florida, on this 25th day of October 2024. The form has been signed by the foreperson.
Madam Clerk, please poll our jury.
Juror seat number 1, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes, it is.
Juror seat number 2, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes, it is.
Juror seat number 3, is this your true
Yes,
and
it
correct
is.
verdict? Juror seat number 4, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror seat number 5, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror seat number 6, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Jorge Torres Jr. is gone. His family is left with the memory of a man who died begging for air. Sarah Boone is in prison, still likely believing she is the victim. This case teaches us a brutal lesson about the line between toxic love and lethal cruelty. Once you cross that line, once you zip that zipper, there is no going back. If you found this deep dive informative, please subscribe. We cover the cases that others overlook. What do you think, was this premeditated murder or a drunken accident? Let me know in the comments.